I'm standing in my living room. My living room in Seattle, where I'm not supposed to be. I'm supposed to be in Tokyo. 10-day business trip, left yesterday morning. But my flight got cancelled, mechanical issue. I came home and walked into an open house. My house, being sold. There's a realtor, 20 people touring, my wife showing them around. The master bedroom has amazing views. She sees me, freezes, goes white. I'm holding the deed. My name, sole owner. What's going on? I ask. Let me tell you how I got here. Quick thing, if you love stories about karma and betrayal catching up with cheaters, hit subscribe and the bell. I post new stories every week. Now, back to what happened. I'm Daniel Foster, I'm 43. Senior VP of Sales at Amazon Web Services. I make $380,000 a year, married to Melissa for 11 years. No kids. I bought our house in Seattle before we got married. 4-bedroom, Capitol Hill. Amazing views. $950,000 in 2011. Now worth $2.1 million. There's my name on the deed. Sole owner. Bought it with my inheritance from my grandfather. Melissa worked in real estate when we met. Sold luxury homes, made good money, $150,000 a year. She quit 3 years into our marriage. I want to focus on us, she said. Travel, enjoy life. I supported her. My salary was enough. For 8 years, everything seemed fine. Then, 6 months ago, things changed. Melissa started talking about the house. It's too big for just us, we should downsize. I like this house, it's my home. It's worth over $2 million, we could sell it, buy something smaller, invest the difference. I don't want to sell. You're never here anyway, always traveling for work. That was true. I traveled constantly. Asia, Europe, East Coast, 2 weeks per month on the road. I still don't want to sell. She dropped it, or so I thought. Last month I got assigned to a major project. Tokyo, 10 days, meeting with Japanese clients, big deal. $50 million contract. I'm leaving Monday, I told Melissa, back the following Thursday. 10 days, that's a long time. I know, but it's important, this could be a huge promotion. Okay, I'll miss you. Monday morning I flew to SeaTac, boarded my flight to Tokyo. It's 11 a.m. departure. 2 hours into the flight, the captain came on. Folks, we're experiencing a mechanical issue. We need to return to Seattle. We apologize for the inconvenience. We landed back at SeaTac at 2 p.m. I called Melissa. No answer. I texted. Flight cancelled, coming home. No response. I took an Uber home. Arrived at 3:30 p.m. There were cars everywhere, parked on our street, in our driveway. A sign on the lawn. Open house today, 2 to 5 p.m. I walked up to the house. The front door was open. People inside, couples, families, walking through my living room, my kitchen. A realtor stood in the foyer. Professional, blazer, clipboard, smiling. Welcome. Feel free to look around. Beautiful home, isn't it? I stared at her. This is my house. Oh, are you interested in making an offer? The seller is motivated, looking for a quick sale. I'm not interested in buying it. I already own it. Her smile faded. I'm sorry. I'm Daniel Foster. This is my house. My name is on the deed. That's not possible. Mrs. Foster is the seller. She scheduled this open house. Mrs. Foster doesn't own this house, I do. Melissa walked down the stairs, saw me, froze. Her face went white. Daniel, what are you doing here? I live here. What are you doing? I can explain. You're selling my house? The realtor looked between us. Mrs. Foster, is this your husband? Yes. And he owns the house? Melissa didn't answer. I pulled out my phone, opened my files, showed the realtor the deed, scanned copy. My name, sole owner, purchased 2011. This house is mine. I bought it before we got married. She has no legal right to sell it. The realtor's face went red. Mrs. Foster, you told me you were the owner. You signed the listing agreement. I thought we could work it out. Work what out? You can't sell a house you don't own. I looked at Melissa. Everyone out, now. Daniel, please, everyone, out of my house. The realtor started ushering people out. I'm so sorry, folks. There's been a misunderstanding. The open house is cancelled. People filed out, confused, annoyed. Within 10 minutes, the house was empty. Just me, Melissa, and the realtor. The realtor turned to Melissa. You committed fraud. You signed a listing agreement for a property you don't own. I could report you to the state licensing board. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. A mistake? You scheduled an open house. You were showing the property. You were accepting offers. Were there offers? I asked. The realtor hesitated. 3, all above asking. 1 for $2.3 million. I looked at Melissa. You were going to sell my house for $2.3 million and keep the money. She started crying. The realtor left, threatened to report Melissa, threatened to sue. I sat Melissa down in the living room. Explain, now. I need money. For what? I pay for everything. You have credit cards, you have access to our accounts. I have debt. What debt? Credit cards, personal loans, $180,000. I stared at her. $180,000, how? Shopping, travel, spa treatments. I didn't think it would add up so fast. You spent $180,000 in 3 years. I thought I could pay it off, but the interest kept growing. I'm drowning. So you decided to sell my house without telling me? I was going to tell you after it sold. I was going to say we should downsize, that I found a buyer, that it was a good deal, and keep the $2. $3 million. I was going to pay off my debt, give you the rest. The rest? This is my house. You'd be giving me my money. I know. I panicked. I didn't know what else to do. You could have told me. We could have worked out a payment plan, consolidated your debt. You would have been so angry. I'm angrier now. You tried to commit fraud. You tried to steal my house. She sobbed. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I pulled out my phone, called my lawyer. Mark, it's Daniel. I need you now. My wife just tried to sell my house without my permission. He arrived an hour later, reviewed the listing agreement, the deed, the offers. This is fraud. She signed a contract to sell property she doesn't own. You could press charges. What are my options? File for divorce. Seek full ownership of the house, which you already have. She has no claim. You bought it before marriage with separate funds. What about her debt? Her debt is hers. You're not responsible for credit cards in her name, unless you co-signed. I didn't. Then it's her problem. File for divorce. Protect your assets. I looked at Melissa. I'm filing for divorce. You have 1 week to move out. Daniel, please, I made a mistake. I'll fix it. I'll pay off the debt. I'll get a job. You tried to steal my house, my $2. $1 million house. To pay off your shopping debt. We're done. Where will I go? That's not my problem. You have 1 week. The divorce took 6 months. Melissa fought for half the house, claimed community property. Washington is a community property state, but my lawyer argued separate property. House bought before marriage, with inheritance, never commingled. The judge agreed. House stayed mine, 100%. Melissa got nothing, no alimony, no assets. Just her debt. She moved to a studio apartment in Tacoma, got a job at a real estate office, administrative assistant, $45,000 a year. Her credit card sued her, garnished her wages. She's paying $800 a month for the next 15 years. The realtor reported her to the state licensing board. They investigated, found she'd misrepresented herself as the owner, banned her from working in real estate for 5 years. I kept the house, refinanced, locked in a lower rate. It's worth $2.3 million now. Got promoted at Amazon, executive VP, $480,000 salary. Started dating again. Met a woman named Sarah, 40, CFO at a tech startup, smart, independent, owns her own condo. We've been together for a year. She's never asked about my house, never asked about money, just partnership. 2 years after the divorce, I was at a real estate conference in Seattle. Amazon was sponsoring. I was giving a keynote on cloud solutions for property management. Melissa was there, working a booth, handing out brochures for a small brokerage. She saw me, froze. After my keynote, she walked over. Daniel, Melissa, you were great up there. Congratulations on the promotion. Thanks. I'm sorry for everything, for the debt, for trying to sell the house, for lying. I know. Do you forgive me? I looked at her. Hat the woman who'd tried to sell my house while I was on a business trip, who'd racked up $180,000 in secret debt. I don't forgive you, but I don't hate you either. You made your choices, you're living with them. I lost everything, my career, my credit, my home. You didn't lose your home, you never had it, it was always mine. I know, I wish I'd been honest. Told you about the debt, asked for help. So do I, but you weren't. And now here we are. Sarah walked up. Ready to go? Yeah. Melissa looked at Sarah. She's beautiful. She is. And she's honest. We walked away. The best revenge, I learned, wasn't revenge at all. It was coming home early from a cancelled flight, walking into your own open house, holding the deed with your name on it, and then building a life so good that running into your ex 2 years later, while she's handing out brochures and you're giving keynotes, feels like seeing a stranger whose fraud had nothing to do with your $2.3 million house and your $480,000 salary. Some people think they can sell what isn't theirs. They think if they move fast enough, no one will notice. They're wrong, because sometimes flights get cancelled, and husbands come home early, with the deed in their hand. If this story had you on the edge of your seat, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell. I've got more stories like this coming, and drop a comment telling me, what would you have done when you walked into that open house? Would you have called the police? Let me know. I read every comment. See you in the next one.